Welcome to Force Man League. This your boy HBO, and we talking about the recap. We hype, we lit. You know what's going down over here in Force. We talking about the past week, week 8, where the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they ended up playing the Saints. It was a Justin Herbert show. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Floyd Vitz, only 1 carry, but that boy Davon had 12 catches, 121 yards, 5 touchdowns. That boy balled out. 4 tackles, 1 interception. Bucks was balling. Derek Carr threw 3 interceptions, but for 442 yards. So he actually balled out. Taysom Hill had 156 yards receiving. So they definitely was balling out there. These dudes was juiced. These dudes were hype. 35-20. Bucks got the victory, approved at 8-1. While the Saints moves on to 0-8. We also got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers. This was a competitive game, 49-14, but the Chiefs just took it all the way out here in Los Angeles. They came to Los Angeles, they played, they balled out of control, but Chargers had no answer for Patrick Mahomes. 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Justin Kidd, 31 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also got a receiving catch. He had 4 of them. 100 yards, 1 touchdown. These boys ball. Trey Lance, 5 interceptions. Disaster started. This what started all these turnovers, and this is what caused the Chargers to lose. You throw 5 interceptions, you cannot get it done. They did not get it done. They took an L. It was really bad. 5 picks. It was just too much to deal with. Next game, we have the Giants and the Eagles. It looked like Till made a guy quit. He beat him so bad. He threw for 334 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but Anthony scored 109 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Defense, Trenton Simpson had 3 interceptions, 1 ran back for a touchdown. This man was balling out. He was flying all over the field. He was doing his thing. That boy Centaur couldn't handle the pressure, so he quit. Daniel Jones, 1 touchdown, 6 picks. Saquon Barkley, 14 carries, 68 yards. But it was a good game. Tilt moves on to 8-0. Giants move on to 2-5. Next game, we had the Denver Broncos and the Panthers. The Broncos, that boy Niner time, got a big L, 31-48. Brock Purdy was not the answer. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He did get 4 TDs, but on the ground, Nick Chubbs had 104 yards. Brandon Ayuk, 112 yards. It was definitely a good game, but the Bryce Young show continues. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Handoff to your boy Miles Sanders, 178 yards, 4 touchdowns. Panthers got the victory. They deserved it. They did what they had to do. They balled out. No competition. Panthers move on to 3-4. Broncos 4-4. Next game, we got the Jaguars and the New England Patriots. That boy Grindout versus June. That boy June had a prep talk with that boy Jordan Love. That boy Jordan Love had 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. He balled out, throwing touchdown. He kept it going all the way, reviving Darnell Mooney, 120 yards, 1 touchdown. Travis Etienne ran the ball for 17 carries, 92 yards, but that boy Jordan Love just balled out. Mac Jones tried to do the same over there, throwing 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns. Tyquan Thornton had 172 yards, but it don't seem to appear that anybody else stepped up the game. This is why Grindout's now 4-4, and that boy AK June returning AFC South at 6-2. Next game, we had the Jay Killer Show, a 2-5 guy who's usually among winners, but this year he's bad. He didn't have some tough games that this might have disrupted the way he usually go about things, but he's not playing all that well. But here he got a victory. Deshaun Watson, 207 yards, 3 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, 6 carries, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Christian Gonzalez, 4 tackles, 1 interception. But Malik Willis, the guy, had 90 yards, 2 interceptions, which was ugly. DeAndre Hopkins, nothing. Spears, nothing. Enough about this corner that you keep talking about, Mr. Simmons or whatever you want to call him. You saying he's good, he's that. But look, you just lost 38-3. You need to find another way to win. You can't keep taking L's on defense and offense. Next game, we got the Vikings. This guy has talked so much. Hype. This guy has put things in perspective. This guy has talked about winning. He has established a culture. He wants to win. He's doing his thing. He's balling. He's 5-3. He played the Bears, and he won 27-16. This is AKA Sly. Sly's that dude, but Sly couldn't get it done against a guy that was better than him this week. 233 yards, 3 touchdowns, along with 13 carries, 92 yards rushing for Caleb McNeil. Isaiah Hodge also had 5 catches, 2 touchdowns. But Justin Fields, 1 TD, 2 picks, not good. Christian McCaffrey, 97 yards, 1 touchdown. But that boy Sly just could not get it done. I blame Justin Fields. I hope you blaming him too. But you did manage to scramble for 76 yards. But I hope you found someone to blame as you move on to 6-3. Minnesota Vikings move on to 5-3, 27-16. King of the North. I'm crowning Minnesota. I just believe in the dude. Sly, you'll finish second unless you get vengeance against the Vikings. But King of the North, Minnesota Vikings. We got the Raiders and Falcons. As you know, that boy got a big victory, 41-0. Will Levis, he's balling out. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdowns. McCoy Myers, 86 yards with that. Marcus Epps, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, one definitely ran back for a touchdown. Desmond Ryder looked disturbed. 5 interceptions, didn't get comfortable, just couldn't play well. He did manage to get Bijan Robinson 169 yards, but when you blanket yourself and have 0 points, you are nothing. Pootie Thang definitely has to find a way to be better and more proactive, because this game right here was ugly, man. I expected a whole lot better than this. The man got his ass whooped. That's what happened when you ain't ready, you get popped. Next game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers and Bengals. The Pittsburgh 4-5, 38-17 over Waterboy. I believe this game was a force. I really shouldn't have added this on here, but shout out to both of these users. They're both balling, but Pittsburgh is definitely better. Waterboy's on vacation and missing a whole lot of time. We'll have to have a discussion with him. Move on to Uncle Zay in the Texans. The Texans balled out with C.J. Stroud, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. The man was throwing touchdowns left and right. Managed to get 3 on the board. Damian Pierce, 183 yards, 1 touchdown. Devontae Smith, 109 yards, 1 touchdown. These boys balled out. And give Michael Njumuda, whatever his name is, 4 tackles, 2 picks. Give him some credit right there. He played well, elevating this Texans defense. They definitely got the victory, 28-14. Trevor Lawrence, you acquire him in a trade. He throws 3 interceptions. You try to give the ball to your best wide receiver, Christian Watson. He comes up with 1 touchdown, but you got to get other players involved. You got to get other players involved. You say Isaiah Pacheco is the future of your franchise, but he's not doing enough to make this Packer team relevant. 14-28 loss. Texans, that boy Rail moves on to 6-2. Green Bay Packers, they move on to 4-4. You got the Colts. He's been a sleeper. He's been good, but he played a guy who is better than others. If you give credit to C4, I give credit to C4's a baller. He knows how to play. He gets it done. The Josh Allen show, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 530 yards. James Cook managed to get 2 carries for 1 touchdown. But if you have not heard me say it, Markel Harris is a beast. When he comes down and play us, we're going to shut his ass down. I'm just going to let y'all know now. Markel Harris, 246 yards, 3 touchdowns, is the game changer. He is one of the most elite wide receivers, electrifying guys out there. He knows how to keep his energy. He's speeding. He's getting it done. Jonathan Taylor on the Colts, 85 yards, 1 touchdown. Anthony Richardson, 2 interceptions. This game was bad. Kenny Moore tried to keep him in with 2 interceptions and a return back for a touchdown. But this game was just bad. These boys played, but C4 just humiliated the Colts. And I got to say that C4 is definitely a threat in the AFC. I hope dudes out there taking note and not forgetting. You got myself, self-proven. Had to get a victory against Charles Bray. I give him a lot of credit. His running back got screwed, not getting the X factor, but we managed to keep him to 22 yards. We managed to get it done when we could. We definitely did our best. Dylan Murray, you saw him throwing the ball well. You saw him trying to run, but Calvin Weston was the difference maker. 85 yards, 1 touchdown, definitely a difference maker. We got it done, man. We got it done. We took care of business. I hope we continue to take care of business. Taking care of business is sometimes hard to do, but we got it done. You see, we move on to 4-5. He moves on to 3-6. When you look at this division of the NFC West, you notice that the Cardinals is leading by a lot. He's leading ahead. But one of the L's he got was against me, aka Legendary, the GOAT, HB. But hey, a lot of credit is given here. This is a good game. Let's move on. We got the Baltimore Ravens and Browns. Enough is said. Coach Gunner is shining a little bit too high and breaking records out of this world that something has to happen. 8 touchdowns, 4 picks. Humiliated everyone on that Browns team. Like, especially Darnell Mathis has to be disturbed after throwing a lot of interceptions. I believe this says 8. I hate the look, but 8 picks is just enough for me to say you gave the football game away. You got frustrated, you gave it away. You got Tyreek Hill. You have 113 yards, no touchdowns. Lamar Jackson is definitely deadly. I mean, he's good, but give credit to Gunner. 7-1. Browns 4-5. 66-2. This is horrible. I don't even know how you were able to get a safety. Definitely horrible. Move on. That's it. That is it, y'all. That is it. This was a quick little video about the recap here, but dudes out here got the ball a little better.